Hello! Look at these! If I say Italy and I say dessert, what do you think? Tiramisu! Exactly! It's so famous because it's so good, and probably also because it's one of the oldest desserts ever made in the world. Indeed, to respect this part of the Italian culture, today we are going to make the tiramisu in the old traditional way and keep the style no modern machine can create. Guess what? To make the tiramisu we need 4 super fresh eggs, 500 grams of mascarpone with 50% of fat content, 100 grams of white sugar, cocoa powder and an architecture structure made by lady fingers. The tradition also demands that you buy your lady fingers, don't be crazy and try to make them at home. And that's all. Ah no wait, the coffee, 2 cups of cold coffee that I made with my mocha, you know how it works, right? Put the water into the bottom, put the filter in, fill the filter with the coffee, level it up, close the machine and put the machine on the stove, low flame until you get the coffee. You can use ice to cool it down faster. Okay guys, pay attention. I'm not going to pasteurize the eggs, so please be careful. For example, pregnant woman cannot eat this tiramisu. First things to do is separate the yolk from the white eggs. My technique is a bit rough, but foolproof. Just get your hands dirty and your yolks will not break, trust me. Then add half of the sugar to the yolks and start to whisk it with a large whisker. This shouldn't be difficult to do by hand. Continue to whisk until the mixture becomes clearer and frothy. Not ready yet. A little more and here we are. Nice, nice. Now get the mascarpone and use a spoon to turn it into a cream before adding it to the yolks. Add it little by little and start to whisk first a low speed and then you can increase the speed of your arm machine. See, you don't need a machine, because you are a machine. Continue until you get a nice homogeneous cream like this one. If we want to follow the tradition, we also have to beat the white eggs until stiff using just the force of our hand. Don't add the sugar at the beginning or it will be more difficult. Start to beat the egg whites with the whisker, mostly using your wrist. It's not necessary to be fast, but after a while you get used to it and your arm will start to act like a real machine. When you start to think that you are turning into a cyborg and it starts to grow in volume, add the rest of the sugar little by little. Continue to beat until you get a firm and shiny white mixture that's tripled in volume. Like this. It's perfect. Now, with all the kindness that you have, add the white fluffy mixture into the mascarpone cream. We do this to give air and lightness to the cream. Of course, in the recipes with the pasteurized yolks, you have to substitute the white eggs with cream. As usual, add it little by little, mixing from the bottom to the top. Be gentle or the mixture can fall apart. After adding all the white eggs, you should get a nice frothy cream. At this point we can drown the lady fingers in the coffee. Just a second if you prefer them a bit harder, or few seconds if you prefer them to get really soaked. Cover the bottom of a pie dish with a thin layer of mascarpone cream and place the lady finger on it. Do it however you prefer to do it, really, there's no rule. Then add a second plentiful layer of cream and level it off with your spoon, also because it's so satisfying to do. Repeat again and make another layer with the rest of the cookies. Finally, a thick top layer of mascarpone cream. Be generous, I use it all. Then level it off. If you worked in construction, it shouldn't be difficult. Now cover the tiramisu with plastic film and put it in the fridge for 3 hours, or 4 or 5. Just finished watching The Godfather and my tiramisu should be ready to serve. But first we need to add cocoa on top, and you know what else we can add? Dark chocolate. Treat your chocolate like a Parmigiano cheese and grate it to get some little pieces to add on top of our tiramisu. Clean the border of the dish and the tiramisu is ready. And that's all. Easy, right? Now you can see the strangest way to cut the tiramisu portion. There's some logic behind this. Probably is not the best perfect tiramisu ever made, but we have to say, it's charming for sure. You'll find yourself licking the scooper before realizing. Tiramisu literally means pick me up. The legend says that the grandmothers used to make this dessert for the lovely grandkids in need of energy charge. But legend or not, whether you're a kid or a grown-up, this dessert will make your day sweeter.